What's up, guys? I'm doing a Mental Monday. I don't usually do them on Periscope, but I feel like doing it on Periscope today, so let's go. Oh, man. I am sitting out here by the fire. Got one chicken, that chicken over there. That chicken right there, it needs to go back into his house, and then I can close the chicken door so none of the chickens get eaten by anything. So my Mental Monday today, I had decided between two things, right? It was... Number one will be how to deal with the feeling of letdown when you're not getting, a reward for all of the work you put in. Because obviously there's a whole bunch of wrestlers right now. So this Mental Monday is for wrestlers, right? Other guys might get something out of it, but it is for wrestlers. So there's a whole bunch of wrestlers right now who had the end of their seasons, possibly the end of their careers, cut short, right? It was... They didn't get the inter-season tournaments. They didn't get the reward at the end of the tunnel that they were looking for. And so I was thinking about talking about dealing with that, right? Because that happens. And maybe at some point I will talk about that also. But the one I wanted to hit up was how can we still get better while we're quarantined? And I'm scared of the damn coronavirus. I'm not scared of much, but I kind of am. So I quarantined myself. The only person I've seen besides my family that lives in my house since last Friday was my mom, and that was it. So, I think that more and more people are taking this serious. I think there's a decent chance, unfortunately, we're going to be in our houses for a while by ourselves. And so obviously with, if you have a brother or sister, maybe you got someone to wrestle with. Maybe you can still work out. If you don't, I'm going to give you 5 things that I think you should do to get better. Okay. Number 1, this is the easy one, this is obvious. Stay in shape. Don't sit on the couch. It's very easy to go outside and run. You don't have to make contact with anybody. You can just go out, run, mind your own damn business. Don't get you any corona. Get back in the house. Good for you to stay in shape anyway. So number 1, stay in shape. If you have an exercise bike, whatever, right? That's number 1. Number 2 for wrestlers. And this, you don't even need a mat for this. You could do this out. I could do this right by the fire if I wanted to. Stance of motion. I think that's one. I had a mat in my basement when I was in high school, but especially at the beginning of that time period, I didn't have anybody to wrestle with. My damn brother wouldn't wrestle with me. There was no club or anything, so I did so much stance of motion, and I can tell you it helped me immensely later in my career. So it's just stance of motion. Get better at it. Number 3, get stronger. Obviously, like at our clubs, we focus on technique because that is something that we... it is possibly a false flag. I don't know, right? I don't think it is, but let's always keep an open mind. So get stronger. This makes, especially like in middle school, I would say this makes the most difference. Dude, when one kid is really strong and the other kid's not, it's like it's simply unfair, right? But the one kid that got strong, they can't help the fact that they're stronger. That's great on them. Even if the other kid has better technique, it's still not going to work because the kid who's way stronger, they're just going to win, right? So that's pretty simple. So even if you do not have any equipment at your house, right? Some of you guys might be lucky enough to have some dumbbells or some kettlebells. Some of you guys maybe have a full weightlifting setup potentially. But listen, even if you don't have that, find something to do pull-ups and push-ups on. I would set like a goal. Say like, listen, I don't know, April 1st, do 3,000 push-ups by April 1st. Do 1,000 pull-ups by April 1st. Like, do something there. Set a goal so you're keeping yourself mentally active, trying to achieve something. I would set some type of strength goal for yourselves. And there's, like I said, I can just think at my wrestling academy, all the middle school kids who'd be so much better if they just got stronger. They'd be so much better if they just got stronger, right? So spend some time. You got plenty of time, probably doing nothing else. So I sit on the couch, might as well just get freaking stronger. Number 2, plank every hour. I like that. That's a good one. Every single hour of the quarantine that you're awake, plank. That's a good one. I've been chopping wood, hauling wood, carrying wood. I'm kind of sore because I carried so much damn wood yesterday. It was absurd. Oh, my goodness. Number 2, read books. I think this is so important. And obviously, you kids are off school. You probably still have some homework or something to do, but it's likely that the rest of your school year is going to be virtual, or you're not actually going to be in class, read, right? You can still get smarter, you can gain knowledge. If we're talking about specifically getting better at the sport of wrestling, I would read biographies of great athletes. I think, even if they don't talk about how they got better, you're going to learn a lot from the way they live their life. And that was something I did. All sports, man, I did mountaineering, soccer, basketball, baseball, football, track and field. Track and field is one of my favorites because, I think running's effing stupid, but a lot of those runners are really tough. They really, really are. So I would read so many books. The second category of books I would read would be sports psych books. There's so many really good ones out there. You guys can still order and have them delivered to your house. I mean, I guess you could probably go to the bookstore and be ducking and hiding and not letting anyone breathe on you or nothing. I don't get the toilet paper hoarding, my man. I don't get it. Get some food. But they're saying they're going to replenish the grocery stores. No problems. That's nice. The number one thing, I'm going to pay Tony and Khabib to come here. Look, I got all this land. I'm going to pay Tony and Khabib, and they're going to come here, and we're going to Periscope their title fight. And the last thing I would do, this is probably the number one. And I don't want to say number one most important, because, especially I said for some of you middle school kids, freaking get strong. That's probably number one for you. Number one would be watch film. Watch film. So obviously there's a lot of sources for technique. We have AWA Online. There's Full Wrestling. There's many, many, many sources for technique, right? Just you don't even have to buy anything. You just go online and watch technique. Also, though, the other really big one that I would do that a lot of people don't do is watching live matches. And I think this is so important. I always did this because I eventually would be an innovator in the sport of folk style wrestling, bigly. But I always thought it was important to know what other people did. They've had tremendous success. What did they do to make them successful? What did they try? What failed? What works for them that may work for me also, right? So I just watched and watched and watched and watched. And obviously, 2000, right? I was in high school. I graduated in 2002. So say that 2000, 2006 or 7 era when I was graduating college, where I was watching a lot of film. Dude, it was so hard to watch film. I can't even tell you how hard it was. You kids today are spoiled. You got film just at the tip of your fingers. The internet. I would watch film. I would watch so much film. I would watch some technique, but I would watch a whole bunch of matches. I would learn as much as I could learn. So, obviously, you guys, I'm talking to you wrestlers, but this could be, right, I could be talking to anybody here. This period where the world is going to have a very large slowdown, possibly a shutdown. We don't know what it's going to be at this point. There's still ways you can get better, no matter who you are. And whether it's reading books, whether it's watching videos, whether it's studying a new subject that you've never studied before, take advantage of it. And then I would also say spend time with your friends and family, right? Specifically the people you live with, not in large groups. But for me, right, I haven't had this much downtime in a damn decade probably. It's been a long time since I had this much downtime. So having a nice time spending with my wife and children. So that's all I have for you guys. Gym clothes, any ideas? I just gave you a whole Periscope worth of ideas. Just rewind it. Watch it back, bro. Okay? This is Mental Monday. Thank you, RUDIS. I appreciate you guys sponsoring this segment for people. I hope you guys liked it. That's all I got. Peace. See you guys.